This might be the wildest thing that has ever happened to me on stream.
Take a look.
What's your problem, TikTok? Saying violation for sexual activity. No, somebody had to report it. I don't know how else. We were in the middle of reacting to creepy videos from the Appalachian Mountains. Real creepy stuff. And then out of nowhere, TikTok bans us live, claiming we were showing sexual content of the finest quality. No warnings, no explanation, just banned midstream. Everybody kind of freaking out. Was it a mistake? Was it a troll? Was it a slight act of racism from the anti-Americans in chat? Or was it something way more messed up? We'll let you know what happens at the end, and you're going to be able to watch this video of us reacting to the videos of the Appalachian Mountains and the caught on camera ghost stories and seeing it unfold naturally. At the very end of this video, I'll explain what happened next after the stream was over. I hope you enjoyed the reactions and the chaos. We got this suggestion popping in from, I have a few different videos, but this one got sent in right before the stream went live, so that's where we're going to head into, because people wanted to see some stuff about the Appalachian Mountains, which is supposed to be the scariest paranormal spot in the United States to some people. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
The Appalachian Mountains. Tales
Creepy eyes.
while huddled by the campfire.
10 scariest Appalachian Trail encounters caught on the camera.
Don't make loud noises. Don't step out once it's dark. Don't look back. But most of all, never leave the trail. Let's take a look at 5 of the creepiest Appalachian videos ever recorded. This couple were on a hike.
I mean, I feel like the Appalachians just have like a lot of built up like, ooh, spooky cryptid stories. I don't know. I've never been to the Appalachian Mountains. It's one place that I always wanted to go now.
And they had woken up bright and early just like any other morning to get their things
They
ready.
got a nice big
have
property.
breakfast and head out. Little did they know
And
the
a nice
events of
apple.
today would change their lives forever.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that, honey?
Yeah.
And watch
What?
back here and listen.
Is this guy making like a preschool presentation? What is this? Like, the fact that he has the circle and the square makes me think it's a slightly set up. But we'll see. We don't know. We can't fully debunk it yet, but it seems a little weird.
Here's what you're doing. You are giving timestamps. You're saying specifically what you saw and specifically what you heard.
What I see is a white guy
Crazy
with a
disturbances
piece of
that have been
cardboard.
going on for the past few days. Having enough of it, they decide to try to get help the best way.
Let's cut it out.
We're cutting it up for 2 reasons. Not just
Okay.
for super duper dry firewood, because it is super duper dry.
Super duper
But
dry.
because we're tired
Yeah.
of somebody or something
Yeah, this is
using us
Appalachians.
to creep behind and peek out of to watch us over at our house. So
What?
I came out this morning, started cutting this thing up. She came out, started potting up the plants. And as I was cutting this
Yeah.
thing up, something up
Yeah.
in this area obviously is not very happy about it.
Okay.
I've been hearing angry grunt type growls, okay? So
You sure it wasn't a groundhog?
Yeah.
Because it looks like
Yeah.
there could be groundhogs.
wow, she's actually listening, okay? So just listen and
I feel like I'm getting taught a preschool education right now, Chad. I heard they know if you talk about them. I mean, probably. I feel like most things do. I feel like most things have that supernatural gift. Maybe it was just King Oyen asking for food. He doesn't want none of those roots. He doesn't want none of those. What were they planting? Acorns?
look, watch the trees. If you see something, please tell us what and where, okay?
See something, say something,
As
Chad.
soon
Don't
as he
forget
got
it.
Back to cutting that tree bark, some disturbing sounds were heard.
Why? There's no way he's out there in the tall grass in just shorts. You know something's chewing on his feet. I'm listening, but I ain't hearing nothing. I heard birds. Oh, that is kind of weird. I don't know if y'all heard that, but there was something a little bit weird happening right there.
Did you hear
like
that?
screaming at me, yeah.
That was a little weird. I'll admit that. I don't know what that was.
I start this?
It's the
huh?
nun.
Here.
The nun's coming. I knew it. And then they just go back like it's nothing. I think they heard these people talking for so long that they just wanted to chip in on the conversation, Chad. I think that's all. I don't think there's any harm in that. Whatever's back there just wanted to join in the yap sesh. You know what I mean?
And
Knocking on wood. I have heard that's like a legitimate thing. Like when you're in the Appalachian Mountains, like there's like knocks on wood, and that's supposed to be like a bad sign. Of course, we don't know how true or not that is. But that is supposed to be like a common thing that the cryptids out there have a thing. Like you'll hear knock on wood. That's also like a sign of Bigfoot.
this with my earphones on. Put your earphones on, you can hear better. And as you can see, I didn't scream into the camera. I'm not doing that. This is totally serious here this morning. I don't even have my hillbilly teeth.
While camping around September 2020,
You can change your
these men
teeth?
experienced what can only be described as distressing. For nights on end, they had heard and sensed unsettling things outside the tent.
This is just stock
Deciding
footage.
they've had enough, they set up the camera. Let's take a look.
They're about something triggers the camera at 2:10 a.m. That almost rhymes. What state is Appalachia? It covers a couple different states. I know Pennsylvania is one of them. Okay, so it's y'all should be able to see this too on cam, right? It covers Alabama, Georgia, Kentucky, Maryland, Mississippi, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, which I think is like the main ones is Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. And then, of course, you can see it's a mountain range. It's not like all those states, but it's like the mountain range within those states. So that's Appalachia, chat. What's the closest to it? That makes no sense. What do you mean? The closest to it? These are like that mountain range is the Appalachia. That is the whole thing. So all that green is Appalachian Mountain Range. That's where all the spooky stuff is said to happen. And it covers all those states. Not the entire state, just those little sections of state. The only state that gets almost entirely covered is West Virginia and Pennsylvania. Okay, this is what the trail cam caught. Supposedly. I like how they have the little axe over there on the side, like it's all set up.
At first, all seems like
Very,
it's well until when
very
something
movie-like.
strange occurs just after 2 a.m. Take a look at the upper left corner.
Okay. I mean, there's definitely two eyes there. But also, that seems like it could just be a deer, too. Like, it's the height level, it could be a deer. It's just too far back to make out the shadow. It's definitely creepy, but you can't just say that is not just some animal at this point.
In the early hours of the 30th of May,
I wonder if I can
2020
brighten that up in my editing. Maybe we can. I don't know. We'll try. You'll know when you're watching this on YouTube later if it worked or not.
a trucker picking up equipment notices a very strange figure in the distance.
Okay, very strange figure in the distance. I'm ready. I am ready. Am I the strange figure? The guy out there with a change jar asking for pennies? So far, I ain't seeing nothing unless they're talking about the shiny thing in the trees. I mean, don't get me wrong. The forest itself looks spooky. The forest alone is spooky. But I don't know if that in the middle, in between those trees, is it. That looks like it could be anything. It could be an owl. Where's King Oyen? He's out roaming. What is this? We're looking at Appalachian Mountain videos.
Did you see that? But what is concerning is yet to come.
Okay, it's still to come. That looks kind of like a Halloween Grim Reaper. I'm not going to lie. Like what you could buy at the stores and they're meant to be hung on trees. It kind of does look like that a little bit. A sloth? They don't have sloths out there, though. They don't have monkeys in the Appalachians either. Unless it's a pet monkey. Some people do have monkeys as pets. Maybe Bigfoot. In a tray? That was a strange close-up of the wood.
What he saw frightened him enough to make him...
It looks like a mask. It does look purplish. And it's black and white. So that knocks out the orangutan, unless we have some multicolored tyings out there. I'm just saying it's a little weird to just straight up call paranormal right off the start, right? That's what we're trying to do, debunk it. Like trash bag, it could be a trash bag. There's Halloween stores in the U.S. And every year they have things like this that are meant to be hung in trees. And it does look exactly like one of those things.
And want to make a run for it and get out of that place as soon as possible. As if you think you saw something. No, you didn't.
But it definitely was, it didn't move either. I feel like if it was an animal, it would have moved. So he got out of his truck and ran. Personally, I would have taken the trunk. In my country, we call it that what? Gender what? I don't know if that's a meme or you're being serious. I think it's a meme. Ooh. Also makes the camera blurry. That one was less convincing than the first one, in my opinion. That was a little less convincing. I still enjoyed it. But it was less convincing.
In the woods, and what many believe to be skinwalkers can be heard in the background.
There you go. Okay, skinwalker sound, supposedly. That sounded too clear. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. What is a skinwalker supposed to sound like? Aren't they supposed to be a little bit of a mimic? I feel like that changes in every way. Now, the game tonight will be Phasmophobia, but we're looking at some videos first. Bully's worst nightmare advertisements. Ah, the ads! They want my wallet! Look at this fool. Look at that fool in there. No one watching. No one watching. If you're just jealous, just say you're jealous. Just keep moving. Don't be a buzzkill.
Bruh.
I don't think that is very convincing,
The
though.
Emperor has been expecting you.
Who with the follow? Val with the follow. Thank you, Val and Ray. Welcome to the community. I'm just joking. I'm not. I was dead serious.
The sound has anyone recoiling and shaking in fear. Notice how the forest...
Shaking in fear?
Aside from the recorder's breathing, which
I don't think he is. He is breathing a little heavy. But I think it's probably because it's cold, and that's a long walking. I'd be breathing heavy. It'd also be so hard to see anything out there, though, chat.
It is said that whenever the forest goes quiet, you run, and the farther it sounds, the closer it actually is.
What?
People who live in the Appalachian Mountains.
Now, that right there is a true-looking mountain man. I wish I had a nice big beard like that. Gives you goosebumps? The man with the beard or the sounds?
Give all of sort of warnings to those
Blair
who
Witch
dare to
vibes?
visit.
Where was Blair? Where was that movie from, chat? Maryland? Oh, that was the Black Forest Hills. So they're close by, but they're not the same thing. I thought they might have been the same thing.
And one would be wise to
The
listen.
sound.
Such important advice is to never stop, no matter the sound.
Well, you never know. Some beards give you a
Thankfully,
chance,
this
too.
lonely biker
Woo.
obeyed.
See, if I hear a sound out in the woods like this, though, chat, I'm not going to run because I think it's a ghost. I'm going to run because I think that a mountain lion found its dinner and it's trying to be me. Kuyang sightings? Send it in our Discord and we might do that at one of these reviews. I want to see one of those videos for sure. Oh, that noise just sounds like an elk. That is what an elk sounds like. It just sounds kind of low and far away. I would guess that's an elk. Maybe a deer. What's up, Panchon? Is it a bear? I don't know. I've not heard a bear like that. It does look like a pretty place to go walking. I'd go walk there. That'd be like a good morning relaxation thing. Someone wanted to look at this one again. I don't think you were here last time we did it. This is the Panchon video. That is creepy. Even if that's not real, that's creepy. Okay, we did have one other one. 5 disturbing videos. This is the real horror chat. Nomad Bully. This. You can't steal an account with just the email. That's our business email. Which, by the way, if you want to sponsor Nomad Bully, that's how you get a hold of us.
Hikes posted a video of his journey while he was hiking across the entire Appalachian Trail. And that's when he heard gunshots nearby, seemingly in the middle of nowhere. And while not overtly paranormal,
gunshots in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if we consider that paranormal. Panchong with the community fest. Thank you, Panchong.
For his own safety. Here's that clip. Take a look.
What's your problem, TikTok? What? TikTok go down for you? Aw. TikTok gave me a weird violation. TikTok gave me a weird violation. It's saying saying violation for sexual activity. Somehow these Appalachian Mountains apparently gave it sexual activity. No, somebody had to report it. I don't know how else. Well, we're still live on YouTube and Kick. You're still live right now? Yeah. Yeah, we're still live on YouTube and Kick. That's weird. TikTok got jealous. TikTok jealous chat. That's weird and annoying. I mean, good thing is they can't spam those reports on the other platforms. I'm glad you found your way to the YouTube though, Jamshed. Now we're getting reactions of everybody responding in chat. We can still live on here. We can still live on YouTube and on Kick. No matter what happens to TikTok. We're going to submit our appeal, though. That's for sure. We got suspended from TikTok school. What losers. We're kind of some spooky photo. And this one. Okay, let's at least get through our video. For today. And then Ara sent us one. We're going to start that. We're going to start tomorrow off with Ara's video. Because we're already into our game time session, but I don't want to quit it. But we're going to do Ara's as soon as tomorrow starts. But we're not going to let them win. The people who want to be here, we're going to enjoy our time. So there's a guy and he's getting shot at in the woods.
I think the trail goes that way. So like, maybe it's just me being paranoid.
I don't know. I don't think that's really a weird place to be pew-pewing. I feel like that's a pretty normal place.
Only 4 shots. Maybe he only has a 4-shot gun. You're moving.
They're moving, chat. A video 20 minutes long, okay? Yeah, we might just, like, skip through some sections of it, but I think that's okay. I mean, that's where you go to shoot, though.
That he had every right to be sketched out, and while
that's
others
graphic.
Said it was paranoid. You can follow the rest of his journey over on his TikTok.
That's not acceptable.
As always,
that version of the Appalachian Mountains, though, Chad, that looks amazing. That looks absolutely beautiful.
let me know what you think.
Number 4. Okay, now that's a woman who's actually scared. That's legit.
This next creepy video comes from D's Dark Adventures over on YouTube. I'll tag it in the description below. And after hiking on a strange trail near the Appalachian Mountains, she
Okay,
begins
I
to
can
be
see
hunted
that.
by something in the distance, and it does not go well. And even after making it out of the woods,
Is that a
it still
pachong?
continues to
Pachong in
follow.
the
Here's that clip.
in the
Take a look.
Americas? He came all the way across the ocean to get this woman.
Hi.
Honestly, I don't care if that's a ghost, man, or animal. If I'm in the woods at night, which she should not be, I'd be as terrified as she is. That's crazy. That's crazy action right there.
Yep. Yep.
Why is she out at night, though? That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
I'm leaving.
I think it's a gender. Wait, is that a legit thing? A gender uru? I thought someone said that before, and I thought that was a joke. Is it a meme or is it legit? Welcome in, Santa. Because when I saw the ooh, I was thinking of like the memes that go ooh ooh. And it's like the little anime people. Is it a legit thing? That's crazy.
What is that? No.
I mean, that's creepy. That could have been a bear. No, it's legit. It's a real creature?
Fuck is it? Dude, no. It looks like a person, man. But no person.
I don't know. I thought that looked like a bear. I'd rather it be a person.
I need a person. I need a person. Ah! It just keeps getting up and down, up and down. Ah! Fuck, I can't run. Ah!
See, this was legit scared.
Somebody drive by. Somebody drive by.
Drive by, drive by.
Although it may be hard to tell, once it follows to the edge of the tree line,
It
you
does
can
kind of
see
look
it
like
in a
that. I
crouched
think it's a
position
bear, though.
and seemingly stand up on two legs.
It's like a
And
big
you can
black
tell
creature
she
with
was
red
terrified.
eyes.
But let me know, what do you think about this in the comments below?
Wait, for reals, though? It's legit? Oh, it is legit. I think I met a man like that once. Beautynesia. This is the new standard of beauty, chat. That's kind of funny.
This next video comes from TikTok user Erica's World, and she lives near the
A
Appalachian
shoe?
Trail. And one day, while driving across an off-beaten path, she sees pairs of shoes hanging along the trail in multiple states of repair. But not just any shoes. She sees women's high-heeled shoes. Feeling a bit creeped out, she decides to turn the car around. And
But
go
there's
back
two
and
drinks,
film
so it's
just how many
clearly
she saw.
inviting.
And she stated that she's
It's good to
never
have
seen
some
anything like this,
hospitality.
and decided not to call the police. Here's that clip.
Okay, clipping it. Okay, that is weird. That is also weird. Some people say that's like a sign of like trafficking going on. Is Buzz and Woody? They left the drinks out. Some people say that's a sign of human trafficking, which makes it extra scary. Would you rather disappear by a ghost or disappear by a human? That's a tough choice. They say that's an average drive through the mountains. But those shoes
Now,
look
there
like
was
good
wild
condition.
Speculation in the comments as to what it could mean, but she has since stated that she's
Well, if they're your size, I guess you don't have to pay for the new ones, right? You could just take those and go out walking.
going to find a different route from now on.
Those are
And
nice
I,
looking
for one,
shoes.
Don't blame her in the slightest.
Number 2.
This next creepy video comes from Action Adventure Twins, and they specialize in cave diving and finding unmarked caves. And after
Okay.
finding a hole in the ground in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains, they decide to lower a GoPro with a rope down the hole to see if it opens up into a cave that they
I'd
can
be
explore.
scared.
But what the camera
I'd be
actually
scared that
picks
all
up
the money
is
I
pretty
spent on my
terrifying.
GoPro would
I
go down
shortened
that
it
hole.
for time, but you can see the full thing over on their channel. Here's that clip. Take a look.
Oh, that makes me sick.
Dude, the mystery deepens.
Dude.
We hear water down there too. There's like a whole river down there or something.
There's a whole river down there, chat. Let's go ahead and dip a $800 camera down there. It's probably more than that. Oh, a snail! Imagine getting jump scared by all the spiders that are down there.
Oh, it's going there.
Or a big old snake comes up. Or even worse, it goes in the sewer and you get a dookie scare. And then you bring your GoPro up and you gotta clean the dookie. That does. It just looks like the sewer. And there goes the money. Now that breath is kind of creepy. Who's gonna go down there with those people? And footsteps. Imagine it a homeless person, chat. Homeless person waiting to come and get you.
You
Or a
can hear
mutated
what sounds
monster.
to be footsteps walking around the camera and breathing near the mic. Not knowing what they actually captured on camera, they took the footage home and posted it online.
That's
and
creepy.
they have plans to go back with an even better camera setup. So definitely go follow their page for any updates.
I'd be so scared of how much money I'd lose doing that. I would have loved to have done that when I was younger. Well, I think that last image was AI based just for looks. It wasn't part of the actual video. But I would be worried about taking all that expensive equipment down there. I'd be scared.
This last creepy video comes from Mandy ASMR 22.
This was in 2024. Almost midnight. That's actually not that long ago.
And after many strange occurrences, behind her home near the Appalachian Mountains, she set up night vision security cameras to see if she could catch anything. And she posts all these videos to her TikTok channel in hopes that her followers can explain what's going on to somewhat ease her mind. But in my opinion, this next video is the creepiest one.
This
on her
woman has a
page,
TikTok
but
account. She's
got a
posting
lot
this
more,
stuff
so
too.
definitely go check her out.
Fly be
Here's
like,
that
let me
And
in!
as always, let me know what you think.
Now that is creepy. Oh, that gives you chills. See, now this is the stuff horror movies are made out of. That's the sign that cannibals are hungry. I definitely would
You
not
can
be
hear
going
what sounds
outside.
like distant whistling in the woods behind her home, and also disembodied voices. And this left her and her followers terrified. And in case you made it this far,
And that's
thank you
actually
so
a
much
Ring
for
camera.
watching. And I also
I don't guess that makes a difference, but. So at the end, and everything was done by the time the stream has ended, I submitted the appeal during the stream after I saw this crazy thing happen. And by the end of the stream, the appeal had been lifted. So I'm no longer banned on TikTok for using live. It was the first time we ever had anything happen that would restrict our access in any way. I can't help but thinking of why this was probably happening. Because it definitely wasn't for the legitimate reason. So was it an error on TikTok, or did we get some crazies in chat that wanted to stir up some chaos? Either way, I'm sure I'm not the only one this has happened to, and I'm glad to be back. And I hope you're enjoying this video. If you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike it, dislike. If you love it, subscribe. Don't forget, you can catch us live every day, 7 p.m. Jakarta time. Kick and YouTube, hopefully TikTok. Comment below if anything like this has ever happened to you. I'd love to find out, and I hope to catch you on the next video.